everybody. I hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to today's life update video. I hope it's okay that I'm holding my mic today. I kind of just wanted to sit on the couch and just relax and lounge a little bit while I talk to you. But my tripod for this mic is broken, so I can't really have it hands-free tripod on the floor, so I hope that's okay. If anything, it'll be more close-up for you. Also, my neighbor's really cute kids are playing outside right now, and I kind of hear them screaming a little bit, but hopefully you don't hear them as loud. But I'm finally bringing this life update that I've been talking about for a while. And honestly, I wish I had different news to share, but I'm kind of gonna be filling you in on what's been going on in my apartment search, because I know that a lot of you are interested and have been asking, and I've been saying, oh, the sun is gone. I've been saying, like, hold on, I'm gonna tell you really soon. So basically, let me just tell you really quick so that I don't have to keep you waiting. The apartment that I was trying to move into is not happening. So I first went to see this apartment August 19th, and I fell in love with it. And shortly after, I put in an offer. It was accepted. I was trying to buy the apartment and finance it. So it's a lot more complicated than just, renting an apartment. It takes a lot longer. It's more of a process. So August 19th, I went to see it. Shortly after, I put in an offer. I was the first person to put in an offer, and it was accepted very quickly, and I was so excited. And we started the process. There's an agent, there's an attorney, there is a loan officer and a mortgage manager. What's his title? The mortgage guy. There's the seller's attorney, and there is the realtor. There's a lot of people involved. A lot of people. And I have obviously never done anything like this before. I have never tried to purchase a piece of property. I have never even rented. And not that I really have to explain myself, but my reasoning for buying and not renting is renting kind of feels like I would be throwing my money away, and that's no disrespect to renting. My parents did it for years. I grew up in an apartment that we rented, There's nothing wrong with it. I personally just didn't want to do it. I wanted to put my money to something that I could resell down the line. I know it's a lot harder, it's easier said than done, I understand, but that was my mentality. So anyway, we started the whole process, and let me just say, I have never worked so hard at something ever in my life. And I say that because, again, I didn't know what I was doing, so I was learning as I was going. And I had my dad for guidance, because my dad also just bought a house, and so we were kind of doing this, at the same time. But he was a little bit ahead of me, so he would give me advice as he was going. But even with his guidance, I was pretty much figuring it out on my own. And it was scary, and it was hard. The agent and the mortgage, the loan officer and everybody that I worked with, they were all fantastic, and they all helped me, and I'm proud of myself for how far I got. I got very, 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 very far in the process. The only thing left to do was to have my interview with the board. This was a board of a co-op, and I have heard horror stories about co-ops, and I experienced it firsthand. I'm sure some of you probably have experience with co-ops. They are no joke. And just as a side note, I don't know why these people on the board, like, why can't they be friendly? They were not friendly at all. It's like, dang. But anyway, so we got through everything, contract was done. Pre-approval is the first thing. Contract was done. Appraisal was done. Loan application was done and accepted. I had no problem with the mortgage company. Everything was smooth sailing. I signed a million documents that I had to send over to, the attorney and the mortgage people, and so this took about it was 2.5 months of working towards this apartment. And so where I messed up was that I should not have allowed myself to get attached, because it was so smooth sailing. I was like, there's gonna be no problem. And so in my mind, that was my apartment already. That was my fault. Now I know better. But 2.5 months of working on something and having no problems up until that point, I thought, done, it's gonna be easy. I thought the interview would be fine, So, I first got the denial email. It was an email. When was that? The weekend before Halloween. So October 20-something, 23rd maybe. And at that point, I was at work, and I was absolutely devastated. Went to the bathroom, cried a little bit. Then I collected myself. Then I was texting back and forth with my dad. And then just talking about, when you talk about something that's upsetting you, it makes you cry again. So then I went outside, took a little walk, calmed myself down. And I was just, that day, I was devastated. The last 2 weeks, I'm not even sad anymore. I'm fed up and annoyed. I'm not gonna get into the reasoning of why it didn't work out, because one, it's complicated and hard to explain, and two, that's personal. But I will say that I don't know for sure. I know for sure that I 100% would have no problem supporting myself in that apartment. Supporting myself in every sense of the word. I would have absolutely no problem. None at all. And it's very clear to see on paper. But these co-ops, man, I feel like they already know. When they first see your information up front, I feel like they decide already whether they want you or not. And if they don't want you, then they kind of just send you through loops where it almost feels like they're setting you up to fail. My dad and a lot of people that I've spoken to about it think that it's my age, because I'm in my early to mid 20s. Well, definitely mid 20s now. I don't know who I'm kidding. I'm 25. So a lot of people think, they see a young girl in her 20s and they don't want, parties or whatever, which I guess I get. But you know what? For me, it's well, if I have the means to support myself, should my age really matter? That's not right, someone fiance went and put down or made an offer for a co-op apartment, 1 bedroom. They put a good percentage down. They went through the whole process like I did. They went even farther, had the interview, passed the interview, and they were like, okay, cool, like there's nothing else to do, ready to move in. And then right at the end, the co-op, like the board, called them up and said, actually, we changed our minds, we want 10% more. Which, when I was hearing this story, I was like, that's illegal. And they were like, yeah, it is. So the couple was like, well, we can't do that, and we shouldn't have to do that. And the sellers were an older couple that were so desperate to just sell and retire to Florida. And they literally told the couple, we'll give you that extra 10% and you can pay us back, like, you know, on the low or whatever. Sorry guys, location change. I literally have no luck filming videos lately, but I felt like the first half was good and I didn't want to start over. I'm really trying not to stress out right now. A family member came home, turned on the TV, and it's loud downstairs. The landscaper just showed up next door, even though it's Tuesday and he usually comes on Wednesdays. We're just gonna get through it, alright? Bear with me, please. Okay, so where we left off, the board said no, you can't do that. And so the couple got fed up and they said, we don't need this, and they said forget it. And so the elderly couple that's just trying to retire, they got screwed. The young couple, they got screwed. I still can't even believe that's a real story. But, you know, their finances checked out. They had no problems. So what else would it be other than their age, you know? I mean, I guess there could have been other problems that we don't know about. But, you know, I don't know. Even, like, when I first got the denial, like, my, like, team of people, like, attorney, mortgage people, all that, they were, like, all so confused. And, like, the mortgage guy was like, I don't understand. Like, if I was on a board, I would take 10 applicants like you in a heartbeat, you know? Not to say that I'm, like, perfect, but financially, I'm fine. Steady job, steady income, no debt, excellent credit, you know what I mean? Like, what else do we want here? I don't know. I'm at a point now where I'm not sad anymore. I just want it to be done. So I have to stay home a little bit longer, so be it. It's not, you know, I'm not like dying to leave this house because it's bad. I just feel like I'm 25 and, you know, I want my own space, you know, situations like this where I was nice and cozy downstairs filming and then other people come home and go about their day and, you know, you can't get mad at it because it's their house too. It's just, it's time to have my own space. So it's just annoying that I feel like I wasted time. I feel like I wasted time and energy. It was almost 3 months working on this apartment when I could have been, you know, trying for another one that maybe would have been more successful. But, you know, I am a firm believer that, you know, God, you know that saying, God's rejection is just his redirection. So, you know, I just have to believe that it just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. There's something out there for me that's actually for me, and that will be better and that will be easier. You know, it's just annoying for sure. You know, I was talking to my boyfriend and my dad too about it, and, you know, I won't say this experience traumatized me. I think that's a little dramatic. However, the thought of, like, starting from scratch with a new apartment and going through that all again, like, makes me want to cry. Just because I know how hard, like, how much work it is. But it is what it is, you know, so my plan, just to enjoy the next month and a half, the holidays. I mean, attorneys and lawyers and sellers don't really want to work that much during the holidays anyway. So I'm going to take, you know, the rest of November and December to just not think about it, give my mind a break, because it was stressing me out, man. It was stressing me out. I would work on paperwork, like I would wake up early, work on paperwork, and then go to work, you know, like it just took up so much time. So, you know, come January, we'll start again, and we'll try again, and now I think I know what I want to look out for as far as, you know, just comparing the new place to this place. You know, I'm definitely the smarter for it. I've learned a lot, so that's a good thing. The annoying thing is, I mean, I'm gonna get my direct deposit back, you know, obviously, but I lost money, I'd say, combined with like lawyer fee, appraisal fee, that application just to submit it was like $750. I think I lost about $2,000, roughly, maybe a little more. So that's annoying, but I guess that's how the game goes. It sucks. But where I want to live, especially like the day that I got that denial letter, I immediately started looking like apartments for rent, and it's so much more expensive to rent than to have a mortgage, which still to this day like blows my mind. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand it, but it's just, you wouldn't think, right? So that's another reason why I want to buy, you know. So, you know, it just wasn't meant to be, but man, I loved that apartment. I saw myself in it. I knew how I wanted to decorate it. I knew all the YouTube videos I wanted to make, like move-in vlog and apartment tour, but you know what? That will still happen. Just not with this apartment and not right now. So, you know, that's what's going on. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really sad anymore. It got to the point the past couple weeks where, because basically when I got the denial, I forgot to explain this part. When I got the denial, that was, like I said, like three and a half weeks ago. This lighting looks cool like this. I hope it stays like this, but I know it won't. But yeah, in the past couple of weeks, after I got the denial email, we meaning like me, agent, mortgage people, we spent the last 3 weeks basically like appealing for it, just like I wrote multiple letters. I offered to put more money down. I just, you know, and just nothing worked. And like I said, I felt like they already decided that they didn't want me, you know, so it was just like nothing I could have done would have worked. But we spent 3 weeks trying, calculating up different numbers, writing letters, and it got to the point where I felt like, and I told my dad this, I felt like I was begging them to let me live there, which I don't feel like I deserve to have to do. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way, but I don't, it shouldn't have been that hard. Anyway, and so I also got to the point where I was like, I would rather them call me up and just say, no, the answer is no, we're done, than have another week of like trying to appeal to these people. So finally, you know, like this past week, we were just like, me and my agent were like texting, and you know, she was like, you want to just say screw it? And I was like, you know what, I'm over it. Yeah, like it's nothing, there's nothing else to do. Nothing worked, and there's nothing else to do, so let's just be done with it. That's essentially how that conversation went. And you know what, I don't regret it, because it just shouldn't have been that hard. So it wasn't meant to be. It is what it is. It's sad though. It is. But it's fine, because you know what, as much as I loved that apartment, I feel like whichever one is for me and will be mine, I'll love even more. That's the mentality I'm trying to keep. So wish I had different news for you guys, but that's the life update, and that's, you know, again, the past couple months, I was like, alright, I'm gonna save my life update, and I'm gonna come on here, and I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm moving. But this is the news that you get instead, and that's okay, you know. So, you'll be seeing me film here a little bit longer, which, again, is fine with me. I also just realized that it looks like I'm sitting in a crib. It's like a daybed type of thing. I'm in the office right now. Anyway, that was just a random thought, but that's what's going on. So, you know, I will keep you updated going forward. Again, I'm not gonna even really look at apartments until early January. And we'll take it from there. So, that's what's going on. So that's it for apartment stuff. Everything else I pretty much updated you in my last Q&A video last week. If you follow me on Instagram and you saw my Instagram story, it was like a screenshot of a text with my boyfriend, and we were talking about how I bought like a sweatshirt and matching sweatpants from Target. This is the sweatsuit in question. Matching pants. I got it in like a really big size, both parts, because I just wanted it to be really big. So that's why it looks like I'm wearing men's clothing, but it's not. It's a woman's sweatshirt. It's just really big, and I'm obsessed with it, and I love it. Also, it was the sweatsuit that I was wearing in my TikTok. I posted a TikTok for the first time in like months. My TikTok username is in the description if you're curious, but I love it. I want it in every color. They have it in purple, black, teal. They had it in brown, which I would have gotten, but they didn't have like the pant size. They only had like double XL, which would, like, I'm all down for big sweatpants, but that would have been a little too big on me. So yeah, this is the sweatsuit in question, and I love it, and I want it in every color. What else can I tell you? Holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving is next week, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna post a poll on my community tab, like probably the beginning of next week, so keep an eye out for it. But I'm gonna put a poll asking, like, should I upload my Thursday video Thanksgiving Eve, Thanksgiving, or Black Friday? I've posted on Thanksgiving before and nobody watches, which, you know, makes sense. Everybody's with their families, so I kind of want to either post on a Wednesday or Friday. So I mean, you can let me know your thoughts right now, but I'm gonna post a poll next week so that you guys can help me decide when I should post. But Thanksgiving, early in the day, I'm gonna go to my dad's house because he got a new house, first Thanksgiving in their new house. So probably my boyfriend and I will go there for a little bit early in the day, have a little snacky snack or whatever, and then head to my house here. His parents are gonna be here, and we'll spend the rest of Thanksgiving here. My like cousins, aunts, and uncles are also gonna be here, so there'll be about like 13 of us and 2 doggies, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. And then most people are gonna sleep over, and we're gonna probably just stay up late and eat more and play games, and it's gonna be fun. And then Black Friday, the next day, we're gonna go with my boyfriend and his parents and my family, excuse me, to cut down our Christmas trees. So we'll cut down 2 trees. That'll be fun. Christmas, I don't know what's going on. My family wants to go to Pennsylvania because my aunt lives there, which I love going there, and I would be so down. But I am on call for work that Sunday. The day after is Christmas on, hold on, is Christmas on Saturday? Christmas Day is on a Saturday. I'm on call the next day, so that would mean that I would have to travel home on Christmas Day, which I don't want to do. So I have to ask my mom, like, if I can't go, are you gonna go without me? Because that would be sad, but that might actually happen because I feel like they really do want to go, and I won't stop them. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. I have to be here. I'm on call, so I can be called in. I probably won't be, but I can't 2 p.m. 2 p.m. is when the last shift starts for like a weekend schedule, so I might not be able to go, which, I mean, I could go to my dad's house, you know, I'll figure it out, I don't know, we'll see. But I would like to go to Pennsylvania, but I can't go. I can't take that chance, and then God forbid they call me and they're like, you need to come in, and I'm like, oh well, I'm in Pennsylvania, so you know. So that is the beauty of working in television. You gotta work on holidays and the day after and whatever, but luckily I don't actually have to work, I'm just on call. So it could be worse. So I'll figure it out. You guys will be updated as we get closer, I'm sure. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. That's everything that's going on. I hope I didn't miss any details, and I hope everything made sense. If something didn't make sense, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. But that's what's going on. So everything's good. You know, it is what it is. But I'm happy. I'm good. Family is good. Friends are good. Work is great. Boyfriend's good. Maya's good. Maya just got a haircut. She's not with me, so I can't show you. She just got a nice buzz. It's almost like a buzz cut. It's really short, but she looks really cute. So she's ready for the holidays. You know, I'm gonna get my hair done. Not before Thanksgiving, but before Christmas, maybe like the weekend after Thanksgiving. Get my layers recut. And maybe put a little color in it. I don't know, I haven't decided that part, but I do need a haircut, so I'm gonna get my hair restyled soon. But that's what's going on. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm really sorry for him. That guy has ruined so many of my videos, and I thought I figured out his schedule because the past like 2 months he's been here on Wednesdays. Today is Tuesday, and yet he's here. It is what it is. I put the gain down lower, so I hope it's not that bad, but I know it's kind of annoying, so I really am sorry about that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for just being like curious about what's going on in my life. I think it's wild that people care, but I think it's really sweet and really cool. So thank you guys for caring and watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.